we also feel that, I don't know as far as any of you, whether you have a political science degree or an economics degree, but I don't think it hinders you from being effective in your job. So we kind of feel there's a similar kind of situation. There aren't any classes that really teach compassion and empathy and good judgment and common courtesy, things like that, that we feel are necessary for that position. And we feel that Diane comes by those very naturally. Excuse me. Our volunteers, as well as our board of directors, who are also volunteers, we're very lucky to have a diverse group of talents, because an good executive director, we feel, surrounds himself with talented people and those that can add to the group, because the executive director can lead and coordinate and promote growth by surrounding himself. And we have, like I say, a lot of strength and talent that include educators, clergy, counselors, social workers, parents, attorneys, business owners, EMS, journalists, law enforcement, artists, and survivors. The shelter obviously is not a total goal of filling it. It's basically to help educate our youth and adults that are in crisis to have healthy relationships. So the fact that our numbers may not have been a high number, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but what we feel that if we serve one person in a year, what value do you put on that particular life? So we feel that that's important, that we have a local safe option for people. I recently spoke to a 22-year-old young gal excuse me, that had been in this county, had a domestic violence issue, moved to Newcastle. And she said that she would have liked to have stayed here because her support systems were here, her job opportunities were here. But unfortunately, she was not aware that the shelter was available. So she moved to Newcastle. Compassion would tell you that she needed help. The economics of it is she's now left our community. We don't have her money from her working here, from taxes being paid here, from her shopping here. But she gave up all of those support systems to keep herself safe. And she needed to do that. So again, we just feel that we are a good risk and hope that you agree with our goals.
If you also have any questions.
I do appreciate that you're expanding out. I mean, that you're cutting the director down, trying to reach out in the community a little bit more and into the schools, which is a very big positive. My only fear is, and I hope you will be able to address this later, is if, and by doing it through the courts too, from what I understand from the last item, I don't want to see you get so bogged down that you don't have the help to be able to accomplish those missions. And hopefully you have something in place.
We have our volunteer coordinator, Jackie Elliott, and we've already started partnering. We, in fact, just learned that Happy Tales in New Point, that does pets boarding, that they are willing to take on the animals of a survivor if they need to for the short term. So we feel like we are really moving in a partnership.
As far as the schools, we're providing that information to the school administrators to take that information, and that will go through them to get to the students. So they're just basically.
In fact, they're already doing it. Excuse me, my allergies are kicking. I talked with Amy Maple, who's a health teacher at the junior high level, city level, and they are already, in fact, this week starting their curriculum pieces, and we're looking at what activity they can do for prevention week and community events, and so schools are already doing the curriculum right now as we speak.
I think, Council, the last year it was $15,000, and they reduced their budget this year. And the request to us has been $10,000 this year.
What do you think?
Whether we agree with what went on in the past or the way it was managed, what have you, but we don't have that much detail. We've had some concerns, I believe we all have, but they have reduced the budget. Both judges have sent us letters of support amongst other people in the community.
judged? I mean,
Well,
as far as-
you would need to let us know if the programs and if what you're doing and the funding, because as I understand, the schools really should be doing some of this instruction anyway.
Right, they're mandated.
Yeah, they're mandated to do it, whether you do it or not. So that's kind of a side issue there. That,
So we'd like to maybe have you come back every quarter, the first meeting in April as well, council meeting. Does council agree with that? Will that work? And,
Probably not a bad idea for more than just one to do that. It gives us a good idea of what everybody's doing. And they're telling us what's going on in the organization. That's a great time. I mean, over the last quarter, this is what we've done.
and
well, we already do some of them in quarterly.
Right.
This isn't something new.
EDC.
EDC and
presents-
the Learning Center, we already do quarterly, so it's not something that,
The EDC, Main Street Group, they stay in contact with us quite often, know what's going on.
Maybe rather than just, if we're gonna look at maybe having everybody do that, maybe instead of coming every quarter, maybe just submitting a report. And if we have questions or concerns about it, then maybe we can ask them to come back at the next meeting.
The quarterly funding, which we do that now, was a couple of them, right? June, EDC and Learning and Main Street.
no, they get theirs up front. It's just the two of
And I
them.
know it causes more work for our treasurer's office, not doing it before. That'd be all right with you.
That's just another finance issue.
How do those two organizations report back then? Because I know they have been counseling. Do they just submit a report? Or?
That's what Jamie was talking about.
I was just making a suggestion, and that way they didn't have to come every quarter. And, we go through this every quarter. Maybe we submit a report. If there's questions or concerns about it, we can always ask them to come back.
What I was suggesting to do is do a report with an invoice for request payment.
For the next quarter.
Tim, do we need to have a roll call vote on each one of these?
Yeah, I believe so. It's going to be a separate donation to the community. So, and I guess I would also specify in the motion that if you intend to do it quarterly, that it will be done quarterly, and that what's required of them to submit, or when they submit their next invoice, what's required of them to accompany that invoice.
That would help us to know if you have specific questions or specific things that we need to address in order to do
I
we want to give you what you want.
I think a lot of what the council is counting on are the additional statements that have been made, counseling, different situations, one thing about the judges, and different things that you are doing. Give us some stats compared to last year.
We need to recommend the fund that we're asking that to come out of.
Last year,
The motion, it was Riverboat last year.
mhm.
Last year, we were
A couple different funds that can come out of the riverboat, the rainy day. I keep saying rainy day, but I'm going to leave this up to June. What kind of should come out, because it can come out either one.
But we'll just leave that up to June.
What kind of money do we have in budget right now?
Well, if I had my fund report with me, I could tell you. But now the rainy day monies, we don't get monies in there unless it's surplus from Ed or somewhere else where the state mandates it. That's where we put it.
Well, I would say
The
that
only
we
other
take
way.
out the riverboat.
And we get about
last year.
$64,000 a year from Riverboat. The other way that we put monies into rainy day is if at the end of the year or beginning of the year, I would take some of the general fund money and put in there, and I'm not about to do that because we need it for our general fund. ones that come in and they have us to take monies from the police and the fire pension like they did, and the CCDF and the QFR and general fund and bond sinking and put into the rainy day. When those monies are gone, they're going to be gone. And that doesn't have nearly the money that the riverboat has in it. That's all I can tell you. Without having my thunder report right here to be exactly what I'm doing.
So we're looking at
But
right now.
I'm only, excuse me, Gary, I'm only budgeted for so much. I'm not budgeted for that whole amount that's in those funds, because I wouldn't have DLGF crew package to put out. They're only going to allow me so much money sitting to spend out.
So she can look at her line item on her budget, what she put in the budget, see really which fund she needs to take it from.
I think I put 100 and some thousand in each of them to spend out.
So we're good.
Is what if I remember correctly.
How much you
100 and something, I can't tell you exactly what.
out of each one?
Yeah. And I don't want to have to do an additional unless it would be for the general fund. Using monies for the general fund.
Do we need a motion on each of these?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and move we approve the new directions amount requested of quarterly payments with the stipulations that Jamie had asked for. And I want that, I recommend that come from the Riverboat Fund.
Second.
When are these payments commence then?
Well, write a check, so we receive an invoice for this first quarter.
And to clarify, so Jamie, you want like quarterly reports from?
Right. Well, I was just thinking rather than have them come in every.
I agree. Is that clear? What we're asking for?
Which fund did you suggest?
Riverboat.
Okay, any more discussion?
This is sort of your money to spend as you wish, and on the
Well, now the riverboat and for
Council has to approve it.
riverboat or
let's,
Riverboat.
rainy day has to be approved by council.
Council has to approve
well,
it.
if you don't mind, can you just give your opinion on that, so we know when you feel better.
I think it's a good cause. They've reduced their budget. They've given new plans, proposals to us to better their current past situation, and I believe it's worth a try. And then they can be reviewed. Roll call vote, Christian?
Darryl?
Yes.
Jamie?
Yes.
Burton?
Yes.
Bill? Ellen?
Yes.
Thank you. Send us an invoice.
Thank you.
Next item is Big Brothers and Sisters. Ms. Bev Carazia.
Wasn't really sure what to expect. really.
Okay, if you don't have any questions from us, I think we should open up to council, any questions they may have.